Can you hear me now? I had myself on the stage before. It's just this picture is the picture is how about now? Can y'all hear me? If you're on StreamYard. Oh yes, you can hear me now. Okay, good. Child, I'm just a talking. Okay. I had myself on stage before, but it just the sound wasn't in there. This is crazy. I might need another StreamYard 101 session, child. You think I've been using it long enough, I get myself together. All right, y'all. So, if before all of the things, I came in and I was talking, and then I did my intro. Now, I'm gonna have to. I'll put a timestamp to when we get started for everybody that's going to watch this back for the replay. All right, y'all. Back to what I was saying in the beginning before I was rudely interrupted by this terrible mic that I have. Okay, y'all. This week, the last 2 weeks, honestly, of Beyond the Gates has been absolutely amazing. Okay. We finally get into the whole situation where Leslie, Dana, whatever her name is this week, child. Okay. She finally gets to go within with her diabolical plan to take down the Duprees. Now, her daughter, Eva, is like an innocent bystander in all of this. We find out that all this time, Leslie Dana has been telling Eva that her father doesn't care about her. Been telling her the father don't care about her. He left them. He don't mind, it's just he don't mind what they doing. He don't care. He just told her to leave and going on, okay? But we find out that that was a total lie. He never knew about Eva. So once Eva figured this out, she had a change of heart. She had a total change of heart. And after this whole ceremony where Dana comes and does a whole big bang with coming in and telling everybody about the affair, she comes in the middle of the anniversary party. While Nicole is such a professional, at this point, she's still thinking that there's something wrong with Leslie Dana. Okay. She's thinking something's wrong with her. She needs some help. Can somebody help her? Can somebody help her? Okay. But she's like, baby girl, I don't need the help. It's going to be you that needs help after you find out what your husband been doing. Okay. So she finally gets to tell Nicole. Now, here's where I want to hear from y'all. It really bothers me that she's so fixated on Nicole, right? And it really gives how side chicks are always blaming somehow the wife. Just, somehow if the wife wasn't in the way, I could have this man with no problems. The wife is the problem, which in reality says you wouldn't even know this man if he had kept it in his pants. You wouldn't even know this man if he decided to be faithful to his woman. So now all of a sudden, the way you got him, you think you're going to keep him? What if he did leave his family and be with you? You think he was going to be faithful to you, sis? You keep looking at this life of luxury that you could have possibly lived because he is some open heart surgeon or whatever the case may be. But that doesn't mean that he would have been with you. And you keep on factoring the Duprees into your bullshit. The Duprees have absolutely nothing to do with the coulda, shoulda, wouldas of your life. You make it seem like you want to be in the marriage with Nicole and Ted. Like you want to be with her too. Like, I don't get it. And you keep blaming her. You keep comparing yourself to her. You keep looking at Nicole as if she is the problem. Ted, at the end of the day, and we're going to talk about this when we get to the scene where she has enough cojones to go over to the Dupree's house. She kept on talking about how, I hope you guys don't turn away on Eva. And Eva is not Nicole's child, sis. What the hell is wrong with you? Why you ain't going over Ted's parents' house? Why are you at the Dupree's house as if they need to accept Eva? That's not Nicole's kid. Eva is not a fucking Dupree. She is not of Dupree blood. She simply isn't. So I don't understand why she had to do all of this to try to make some sort of spectacle of this whole situation with Ted and Eva, and just basically exploit her daughter. She exploited Eva for her own selfish wants and needs. That's exactly what she did. And it's sad. This is a very, very sick woman. But I'm gonna tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something. These people, these actors, they are playing their roles down to the T. You hear me? They are playing these roles, honey. Okay. And CBS, going on and give this show its due diligence. Go ahead and let this show go ahead and get renewed, or put it on the books for the next 5 years, because y'all done already gave the green light to Bold and the Beautiful and the Young and the Restless and all the other little shows. This show is blowing those shows out of the water. Okay, blowing them out of the water. So you need to go ahead and give them their just desserts. Okay, give them their just due. Let me get into some of y'all comments, because I just came in hot. Y'all couldn't hear me, and now that you can hear me, I'm just a talking. Okay, I ain't talking until my mic is working. It's like, no, we got 15 people on the live. Please like the video. I hope y'all over there liking the video. Okay. Miss B says, if you're on StreamYard, you may need to add yourself to the stage. Yes. I was on the stage before, but I don't know what was going on, child. But I'm glad I'm up here now. Miss B says yes. Okay, y'all letting me know y'all can hear me. Montrez Jones says, hey Shay, hey y'all. What's up? Thank you so much for joining. My girl D is in the building. Miss B and D are also members. Okay, we are giving away a Mother's Day giveaway on Sunday, y'all. Hint, hint. So if you are a member, please get on up in there. Okay, I'll be going live with my family and members only, and giving out a special gift for one of my mothers. Okay. So be sure to be tuned in on Sunday for that. Stay tuned for that. I agree. They have hit their stride. They absolutely have. It is awesome. I'm loving where this show is going. Ms. B says, streaming will kick you off stage now sometimes when you put up graphics. Yeah, that might have been what it was doing, because I'm not going to show y'all what I look like right now. It's dark in the room and I'm taking my braids out, so I look a mess. Montrez Jones says, these last few episodes have been good. Yes, indeed. They have been amazing. If a man wants you, he'd be with you, period. Exactly. It's been 20 years. Here's also another question I have, y'all. Why wait 20 years to come and do this? So you've been seething inside for 20 years that this man did not choose you, gave you a wad of cash and sent you on your way. Why are you coming back after 20 years? D. Herfer says, exactly, because Ted is not a Dupree. Period. D. He is not a Dupree. So why are you attacking this family so heavily? Miss B says, hit that like button. Yes, y'all, hit the like button, okay? Come on, hit the like button for your girl so we can get some more people in here that wants to talk to us, okay? Let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna also tell you something. I am so glad. I am so glad that they did not have Ashley and her boyfriend on the screen too much this last 2 weeks. Now they just came back on the screen more recently, because, and I believe the woman that the homeless lady, which we're gonna get into, I believe the homeless lady is Haley's mother. We're gonna get into that, y'all, and I want to get y'all thoughts on that. I believe that homeless lady that's now up here is I think that's Haley's mama. Okay. But we're gonna get back into it. So yeah, y'all, just to make sure y'all are refreshed on the people and the names and how they are related. Okay. Listen, after Dana Leslie Thomas, okay. Yes, Montrez, I hate that soccer has been interrupting it. Absolutely. It's been getting on my daggone nerves. I'm like, wait a minute. Ain't nobody ask you to come on up here and disrupt our show like this, okay? Nobody asked you. So, y'all, Dana does this grandstand of telling everybody about this whole situation with her and Ted that was 20 years ago. Nicole breaks down. Um, Martin gets upset as usual. Like, we need to just rename Martin Angry Man, because everything he does is him getting upset. I hope this is leading to us finding out what the hell he did that Bill has covered up, because I noticed that they're starting to move into uncovering what Martin did. Because I really want them to just come on out and talk about all the things with Martin that Bill helped to cover up, so that Bill doesn't have any more clout. I really hope that that's the case. Oh, Charlene W says, is the homeless lady Haley's mother? I'm thinking she gonna end up being Haley's mother, Charlene. And thank you so much for being a member. I appreciate you. They can get rid of Ashley and her boyfriend. Child. They absolutely can go. Okay. The Ashley and the boyfriend. Thank you for joining, Melinda Taylor, also one of my members, her and Miss Charlene. Okay. Ashley and boyfriend so blah. Absolutely. Tired of them. Okay. Get on. Get on with your boring self. D Herfer says they need to make Haley make sense to me, because I'm not her character or her acting. I'm not here for her character or her acting. No, you and me neither. Okay. D, I'm so sick of Haley, and we're gonna talk about her too, because she like the annoying little nosy child that's all in grown folks' business. That's what she is to me. But we go ahead. Dana reveals that not only was Ted cheating, he was bringing Martin to the restaurant where Dana was working at to get ice cream and all that, and hang out with this woman. Now that's diabolical and real dirty. You cheating on your wife, but then you take your child to the scene of the crime. How dreadful. I cannot believe that. And then apparently he was old enough to remember. Sad. Super sad. Okay. I actually well, ain't nobody gonna know who it is, but I've had a friend tell me that he did that, and he feels terrible about it. Absolutely terrible. So, mm, I would never do not recommend. Okay, do not recommend. If you're gonna cheat, don't take your kids. Don't put your kids in the middle of that, because all that does is make the mistress or whoever it is. See, the problem with a lot of these people, my girl Linda Gamble has entered the chat. Okay. Thank you, Linda, the hardest working woman on YouTube. She is here. She is here. Thank you, Linda, for doing all the things that you do. Hey, Shay and Shay, happy Saturday, everyone. Happy Saturday, Purple Yoda Princess. Love it. Charlene W says, I think Bill is trying to put little hints in Smitty's mind so that he investigate Martin. I think so too. We gonna get there. Yeah, we gonna get there, child, because I really do believe that too. But yeah, y'all, I think that the mistress in many cases, a lot of these women nowadays, they get so in their heads about being with this man that women nowadays, you can't have a mistress nowadays, men, because they not gonna be quiet. You know, back in the day, long as you was paying the bills, and I stay on my side of town. Okay, I'll stay on my side of the town with these children that we made and don't nobody know about. I'ma hate it. But I see you, I won't see you on the weekends. I know that. Shout out to SZA. But yeah, these women nowadays, they want to be seen. They're going to post you on the internet. They're going to take pictures of you while you sleep. They will not be your little secret anymore. They want to be known. So with that being said, hell, these women coming back 20 years later to snitch, I think it's absolutely crazy. It's crazy to me. Ms. B says, I think Ted met Dana at the diner and was working at and that's how Martin got in it. But either way, he should not have done that after he knew they were crossing lines and making babies. Right. Yeah, because that means you was going up in there raw dog. Okay. You ain't had no covering of the skins. You was going raw dog. Okay. And that ain't right. Rose Armstead says weekend and holidays is when the old mistresses would shut up. Exactly. Okay. Listen, the mistress knew how to play their role back in the day. Nowadays, these women want you. They're like, because what I won't be is a secret. I will come out. And that's what Dana did. So when Dana revealed herself, of course, now the whole family is in an uproar. They're pissed off. And the first thing the Duprees always look to do is to cover up the minutia. So here goes the family patriarch, Vernon Dupree, stepping up front to cover up the mess. He's like, this woman needs some help. We're going to get her the help that she needs. Nothing to see here. Everybody get on up out. Get on out. Get on out. But Dana said, no, everybody stay on up in here. I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all everything. So she gives her whole display. Everybody scatters like roaches, child. And Eva is losing her mind. She's like looking at her mother because her mother was like, you thought you were going, Dana reveals, you thought you were going to just pay me off and I was just going to leave. And you gave me money and told me to pack my bags. And Bill told me that if I had this baby, you told me to get rid of the baby. I don't know if we can say the AB word on YouTube, y'all, so I ain't going to say it. But she goes into talking about how Bill told her if she didn't get rid of that baby, that he was going to have a random person pull up and get rid of her and that baby, if you know what I mean. So Eva is looking at her mother at this point like, I am in a discovery phase. My mama is a goddamn liar. This bitch is a lie. She been lying her tail off all this time, okay? So now Eva is very conflicted. She's very conflicted because she's like, oh my God, I really, really love this family. I don't know what to do right now. I don't know what to do. But I know my mother has been there for me. Yet I could have been a part of this family of people that really care, seem to be loving and caring. Now I want Eva to go back and check on look into her mother poisoning homegirl that used to be Nicole's assistant. I want you to look into that because now I want you to, I hope that Eva is opening her eyes to not just this diabolical stuff that her mother can do, but all the other things that her mother has done simply to use her as a pawn to get close to Ted and the Duprees. All of this stuff that this lady is doing is absolutely crazy. And the question I love that Ted asked so eloquently when Eva wound up at his hotel room, right? Was, what is it all for? What did you want? And Eva didn't even know what to make of it. For her, it was, I wanted to meet my dad. I wanted to know you. My mother put it in my head all these years that you were a terrible person and this, that, and the third. But I wanted him to dive deeper into what the heck what did the mother want? What was her end goal in all of this? Because now that Eva knows that Dana was lying, she was lying the whole time about how she came to exist, why she loathed this man all these years. That wasn't the case. So now I hope Eva brings out, hey, now I see why you did all of this. You did all of this for selfish purposes. So after everybody disperses from the main area of revealing all of this, first Martin finds Ted in the hallway and he talks all this shit about, how he's a terrible person. I can't believe you did this to my mama, blah, blah, blah. And then you putting your hands on people and pushing your dad. Martin, you need to go. You need anger management. You absolutely need some anger management. Something is wrong with Martin. Definitely wrong with him. Something, not only is his acting terrible, but he has a problem. Martin is an angry bird, and I'm tired of it. I'm tired. I mean, I need him to express a different emotion besides anger. It's too much. Even when he went over to Ted's apartment, his hotel, because Ted ended up going to the house, trying to speak his piece to Nicole. And Nicole was like, I'm sitting up here trying to have your babies and losing babies and this, that, and the third. And you over here making another one with another bitch. I'm trying to give my body, my world, my life to you, and you over here cheating on me. So he ends up going to the hotel, and Martin shows up at the hotel because Smitty ends up telling him. Because Vernon, the grandfather, didn't want anybody to tell Martin where Ted was. Now, unbeknownst to everybody else as to what Martin is capable of, that's why Vernon told him not to go, told the people to tell not to tell him to go see his daddy. Because Vernon and Anita Dupree know what Martin is capable of. This man gets angry and obviously he do some shit that he shouldn't be doing. He sees red and blacks out. That's what it sounds like to me. But Martin is crazy as fuck. And he went over to that hotel talking to Ted all crazy. Then he's like, you know what? I don't want to hear what you have to say. Well, what the fuck are you here for? Why did you come if you don't want to hear what I have to say? You just came over here to yell and scream. You're like Martin is like an unhinged, emotionally triggered female. That's what he is to me. Like he really needs to go on and sit on down. Like I'm really getting tired of Martin. I'm tired of Martin. Okay, really, really is. Let me get into some of y'all comments, y'all. I do not believe that's her real daughter. Because she put her out and then just threw away her picture they took together. I listen, Rose, you on to something. I don't believe that that's her daughter either, because there is no way. And then even for me, a child that you raise, even if it's not her daughter, right? A child that you have raised as your daughter for at least 20, 21 years, there's no way I could easily just get rid of her from my heart and my soul like that. You know what I mean? Like the way that she was just so easy, and the woman is crazy because she's having all these psychological thoughts that Ted is coming over her house, and you know he's coming over there to say he's sorry to her and that he want to be with her. Then he ends up saying, is you crazy as fuck? No, I don't want to be with you. This is not real. Homegirl has lost all her marbles, okay? And yeah, for her to just be able to um throw her out like that, it's crazy. But you on to something. I don't believe that's her real daughter either. I really think that somehow she's Nicole's daughter. I really do. I don't know how that could be, but I feel like somehow she's Nicole's daughter, because for her, that would be the only thing that makes sense on why she's so mad at Nicole too. You know, besides the fact that Nicole is Ted's wife, and Nicole is ultimately the reason why Ted didn't want to be with her, because he realized, I don't want to be with this hoe. I'm trying to fix my marriage because I love my wife. And so I feel like somehow, some way, the baby girl is Nicole's kid. But we're gonna figure it out. Miss B says, I don't either, Rose. That can't be her daughter. Can't be. His dad deserved a push. Not only did he cheat, he involved Martin. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I don't think Martin should have been, only because Martin just getting on my nerves. He angry. That's Mr. Angry Man, child. But Martin is just, he don't know how to manage his emotions properly. Now, he definitely has the right to be upset for sure, because don't include your child. And I made that very clear. I don't agree with that at all. Miss B, I believe she stole that girl from the lady she claimed was her friend. What? You think so? Child. I want to know what Martin did back when too. Yeah, me too, because I'm tired of this beating around the bush and shit. I want them to tell us, so that I want Bill to be a non-motherfucking factor. That's what I want. And I want them to stop using him to cover up shit. That's what I want them to do. While they swapping out my Ted, they should have swapped out this over enunciating. Child, yes, Martin will enunciate the hell out of something. Here he go. Smitty, you know that I do not agree with any of this with the kids. You should not be going back to work. Who is going to watch the kids, Smitty? I don't want to hear any more of it. Now leave it alone. And I'm going to become the president, Smitty, whether you like it or not. And when I get home every day, I want cookies because that's the only thing that makes me not angry. Now let me go to this hotel and push my dad again. And then go to Orphe Jeans. Oh, I'm sick of Martin. I'm sick of Martin. Yes, Rose, I don't care for Martin. Okay. Martin can set it on down. Now she's going to tell Kat that Eva ran that girl off the road next week. Yeah, lying her ass off. And you know what? Rose? I hope that what's the nurse? The one that be wearing her hair in a ponytail, the head nurse. I hope she realizes now, because after seeing that woman, they can go back and roll back that beautiful bean footage and see that she was that Dana came to the hospital. Shanice, yes, thank you, Montrez Jones. I looked down and see you put Shanice in there. Yes, I hope that they realize that that's her, because them wigs ain't doing too much to make you look any different from your face. Rose Armstead said now she's going to tell Kat that even okay, yeah. And Nicole had a lot of miscarriages too. She did. But I wonder, I've seen some people on Twitter talking about how Nicole could possibly have had twins and Dana stole one of the twins. Now I know that this is soap opera world and shit be crazy, but I would think that Nicole would know if she had twins inside her body, child. I mean, that's I think we got to move to 2025 with some reality. I think if Nicole pushed two babies out of her body, she would know. I really do believe that. It's a soap opera. It's very possible she's Nicole's daughter. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, how could she be Nicole's daughter, though? I think that it's very possible. What if she switched Kat and Nicole and Eva? What if she switched them at birth? And she was one that she got into the hospital some kind of way. She loved it. Y'all laughing at me. She loved to come and play imposter. He talks like he's giving a speech. Child, yes. I guess he playing into that politician. Yes, Shanice. Thank you, Montrez. Martin, Ashley, and Derek can all exit stage. Like, absolutely. Okay. And Derek and Ashley in this living together situation, see, at first I was happy. I was starting to get excited that the Ashley and Andre situation was gone, but I feel like they're going to end up having Ashley and Derek break up, and then Ashley going to explore being with Andre. That's what I think. I think that Derek going to get on her damn nerves being in that apartment with her, and that's going to be all she wrote, and then they going to get more scenes, and I'm going to be irritated. Rose Armstead says Soap will write it in some way about Nicole having a child. Yes. Yeah, somebody could have child, you never know. They'd be like, oh, she stole one of the embryos. And yeah, you just never know, child. Soap opera world will come up with a reason. Yep, they will. You never know. Maybe Lisa Linda Leslie Dana went and got one of her embryos and put it inside her body and ended up having the baby to make it seem like, it was hers, but it's actually Nicole's baby. Child, what if that could have happened? She tricked her way into an embryo from Nicole some kind of way. If they did, something like that, save some eggs. Who knows, child? Rose Armstead says, nah, I don't want her to be done switched Cat. I like Cat Girl. Yeah, I hope she didn't do that, but child, you just never know. You never know. Ms. B says, someone on my page raised a good point. Leslie celebrated Eva's birthday on Kat's birthday. They either switched or twins. Child. Mm. Mm-hmm. You got a point there. You have a real point there. I don't know, child. We're going to end up seeing what's going on. But y'all, we move along and, Nicole is upset. Everybody is trying to make sure Nicole is good. She at home trying to make sense of all of this stuff. And Andre comes to the house. Andre ends up coming over to the house to tell Nicole that he's sorry that he didn't say anything sooner. So Nicole is like, oh, wait a goddamn minute. You knew all this goddamn time that this man cheated on me? I wish Andre had have said, he asked me whether he thought it was a good idea to go ahead and come clean. And I told him no. Even though it doesn't erase nor change the fact that Bill did it. You know what I mean? Um, it doesn't change nor take away the fact that Bill, I mean, not Bill, child, Ted cheated, right? Doesn't erase that. However, Nicole was hearing from a couple of different people, like, I had liked it, but didn't like how people were like, because Danny came over to talk to her. Her friend, this lady, child, I mean the cheating lady, she came over to talk to her or whatever. But all of them were saying, girl, listen, that man loves you. Okay. He will eat your dirty drawers, honey. Okay. He loves you. And despite all of this, he chose you. That was 20 years ago. Now, granted, I'm not telling you that it should hurt any more or less, but he chose you. He loves you. And you need to know, you need to realize that. But at the end of the day, I feel where Nicole is at, because even though you did it 20 years ago, I'm feeling it in current day. I'm feeling it in current day. Right? So I can't be over it. I can't be over it that quick. I don't care what everybody else thinks. Let me feel my emotions. But I do wish that, if honestly, I really wish Andre hadn't said shit. Like, just why did you have to tell her that you knew in the first place? If you want to tell her that you know, I would have at least said, listen, I told him not to say nothing. I told him not to say nothing, and I wish I had told him to just go ahead and tell you. That's it. Rosa Armstead says, I think Nicole had a C-section. Oh, okay. Yeah, but she still should know how many kids came up out of there. I don't know. We'll see. Miss B says Andre should have hushed. He over there half confessing and leaving out what he said. Right. That's what I'm saying. Tell the whole truth, sir. The whole truth and nothing but the truth. So help you. Okay. D. Herfer says, I could possibly forgive the cheating, but not taking my child while you did it. Plus, I was having fertility issues. No, can't do it. Right, exactly. You took my son to go meet this bitch. Like, that's crazy. You were that enamored by her hoo-ha that you had to take my child? You got another fucking thing coming. You tripping. You are tripping, okay? But y'all, moving on. So we go to, I'm trying to pull up this picture of Eva. Eva going to the hotel to meet Ted. Now, this picture, y'all, that I'm going to put up, a lot of y'all were like, a lot of people were like, oh, that's not Ted. That's the guy in the background. Carlton, or whatever his name is. The guy Carlton, Ted's friend. Everybody was like, no, that's Carlton. That ain't Ted. I was like, that is not Carlton. And why would she go over Carlton's house? Y'all are tripping. Hold on, let me pull it up, y'all. I hope it downloaded this time. I don't know why it's not showing. Hold on. Hold, please, y'all. I think it's the pixels. But anyway, all on Twitter, there was this picture that everybody just could not accept the fact that that was not it. It was Ted, and that was when Eva had went to the door, and she was like, I had nowhere else to go, right? So Ted let Eva in. Okay, here we go, y'all. Let me see if it'll come up. Let's see if it'll come up. Okay, here we go. This picture right here. Y'all, everybody was saying that this man was Carlton. He was everybody else but Ted. I was like, that is Ted. Ted had on a white shirt under his suit jacket at the anniversary. Carlton's haircut was way higher than this in the back. His fade was higher than this in the back. Carlton didn't have a beard, right? I was like, what the hell were y'all thinking that this was Carlton? And why would she go to Carlton's hotel room? And Eva knew that Ted would be at the hotel room because she set all of this up for the anniversary. So I just wanted to clear that up because the peoples was tripping in the Facebook group about Beyond the Gates. I was like, where the hell did y'all get that from? This is definitely Ted. So Ted welcomes Eva in. Eva comes in and she's like, I had nowhere else to go. You know, this is after her mama then had all these hallucinations. She even was hallucinating that Nicole came in and was talking to her at the event saying, oh yeah, girl, you are a better woman than me. I see why Ted wanted you. You guys deserve each other. You're better for him. He needs somebody like you. Girl, why would Nicole come in there and tell you that? She don't even know you like that. So why would she automatically come in there and concede and give you her man? This lady is very type A crazy. Like she needs to put on one of them jackets that fold in the front and snap her arms to the back. That's what she needs. This lady is cray. So after all the hallucinations and whatnot, Eva comes back to the house and homegirl got her bags packed because she's like, you went against me, which I don't doubt that she was going to do all of this to Eva anyway. I don't doubt that she was going to do this anyway because I feel like this woman got to a point where she didn't need Eva anymore. She's like, I don't need you anymore because clearly you don't hate them as much as I do. And you are going to try to figure out how to be in this family because you like them. So I'm done with you. I can't use you anymore to get to them. They know who you are now. So it is what it is. So now Dana Leslie really has no meaning anymore. Unless Ted starts sleeping with her again, which I hope he don't. She really has no placement in any of this. She doesn't. So my thing is, she would have been good to not say anything, but we shall see. Let me move. What y'all talking about? D says that was a sad scene when Eva was at the door crying and Leslie wouldn't let her in and broke my heart. Yeah, it broke my heart too. Like you put the whole chain on the door and everything, and you packed her bags. First of all, if you got all of her stuff in that bag, that looked like a carry-on. That didn't even look like full-size luggage. Eva, you ain't got no clothes, girl. That's fucked up. Also, it seemed like Eva was the one that was bringing the money into the house. Leslie was using her constantly. Eva was doing hair. You know, Eva had clients. She was working several jobs. So I'm like, Dana, you got that $50,000 that Ted gave you. I hope it lasts, honey. Because you over there spending it like nobody's business. And he don't have to give you any more money now. You don't messed up your money train. Because now everybody knows. He don't owe you shit. So I hope you have a way to make some money. Child, a whole mess. Rose says, still here washing my head. I'm listening. I know that's right. I'm about to be washing my damn head too, girl. That's why I ain't on camera. Linda Gamble says 14 likes, 20 in the chat. Yes, everybody, come on, get these likes. We got a small cute group today. Let's make sure everybody likes the video. Let's get this out in the algorithm for you, girl. Okay, like the video so we can get some more people in here to talk about this with us, to share some points of view that we may not have thought of. Okay. But yeah, so we get to this scene right here on screen. Eva is talking to Ted. She's telling him that all this time she had no idea that he didn't know about her, and that she is extremely sorry that she went along with this stuff with her mother. As she got to know them, she didn't want to do it. And her mother was really the one that was pushing all of this. And, she just really feels bad because she's like, you know what? I would have never done this knowing what I know. I would have never done this to y'all. Y'all are good people. Y'all don't deserve this mess. Like, all in all, I just wanted to get to know my father. That's really what Eva's end goal was with all of this. And Ted is like, you know what? I don't agree with what you did. Granted, your mother is crazy as fuck. Okay. But at the end of the day, you should have just told us. He was like, you should have told us what was going on. You should have told me that you were my daughter, and we could have handled this differently. And she apologized. She was like, knowing what I know now, I would have done that. But he was like, that's when he was like, what are you hoping to get out of this? And she was like, I'm hoping that, we can know each other. We can basically, I'm hoping that we can get to know each other. And Ted immediately, I was so happy with how Ted responded to that. He didn't blame her. He handled it with as much maturity as he possibly could have, given the circumstances of what's happening. And he said, you know what? I can't forgive you right now for what you did, but let's move forward. I'm going to get you a hotel here so you can have somewhere to stay. And I'm going to go ahead and find you an apartment in the area if this is what you want to do, if you want to stay here. I love that because while she didn't ask to be here, he's not running away from getting to know her, and while he's trying to get his wife and his family back, he has to get them back with the thought of, hey, I have a kid, and I can't just cut her out of my life. She didn't ask to be here. I made a mistake. But I also want Ted to get a DNA test. You just believe in this girl, and I think that I wonder if there were two separate DNA tests done, because I think that Dana Leslie did her own test. I wonder if Eva did her own test with that straw, or did Dana Leslie alter the daggone results? Who knows? It's too many things here. D. Herford says men kill me when they call women crazy. Was she crazy when you were smashing? Right. Although in this case it's true, Leslie is crazy as fuck. She absolutely is insane. Okay. But y'all, we also got to talk about this. What do y'all think about the new Ted coming in? Okay. What are y'all thoughts? We have Keith D. Robinson that is going to come in as the recasted Ted Richardson. Okay. What are y'all thoughts on this new guy? Now, Keith Robinson is actually a very, very good actor. He is handsome, but I just feel like I'm used to the original Ted. Like, I feel like him and Nicole look good together. Like, they have the chemistry already, right? I don't know if I'm really sold on this new Ted. I know Miss B gonna have something to say, but I just want to know. And I heard that Maurice is going to do, that's the current actor's name. I heard that he's actually going to do a live talking about why he's leaving. Maurice Johnson, that is. So I really want to know why he's leaving. I really do. I would love to hear his statement on what's going on. I really hope it's because he has a lot of movies coming up or something or whatever. But yeah, I don't understand the need, why we need to change him already. You know what I mean? Like the show has only been on for what? Uh when did it come out? February or March? Did it come out in March? I want to say it came out in March, y'all. But yeah, it's only been about 3 or 4 months in, and we changing characters already. Now I do know that this happens in the soap opera world, but what are your thoughts? What do y'all think? Let me see what y'all saying. Ms. B says, I don't want no new I knew it. I don't want no new Ted. Sorry. Yeah, and the old I mean, current Ted, right? He's very down to earth from what I understand. I've seen photos of people. I'm not going to post their pictures because it's a private Facebook group. But I've seen in Beyond the Gates Facebook groups where people have posted pictures where they've taken pictures with him. He is a D9 person what do you call it, member, right? And people have seen him at those gatherings and taken pictures with him and asked him why he leaving. And so that's why I found out that how I found out that he's going to actually do a statement and talk about why he's leaving. So I can't wait to hear what he has to say. I don't know why they changing Ted's either, D. I want to figure it out. Miss Vaughn says, "Hey Shay and Chad, catching the live before I get ready for work." Yay me. Yes, I'm glad you caught the live. Thank you for joining us. No new Ted, Linda says. I know that's right, Linda. Linda says, "Hey to Miss Van." Or Miss Vaughn rather. Faith is the substance, says Keith Robinson is talented, but he has some shoes to fill with this role. Y'all, yes, but I wonder if he going, you know how Maurice Robinson does that little, is it Robinson? Child didn't change his whole name, not Robinson. Maurice does that whole shimmy back and forth all the time. He always shaking back and forth. Rich, what is his name? Maurice Johnson, child. He always do that little shimmy back and forth as he's talking. And then he does the little lip. He always drinking his lips. I would come on camera and show y'all what that mean, but I look a hot mess, and I want to preserve my image. Okay. I don't need nobody screenshotting and sharing me looking like some substance head. Okay. February 24th. Okay, so the show started in February 24th. Gotcha. Okay, I knew it was like February, March sometime. I like the new Ted, but I prefer the original. You and me both. Yeah, good away, new Ted. Go away, new Ted. So what you think? Yes, y'all, shout out to the So What You Think podcast. They do this is an amazing channel, y'all. Please subscribe to the channel. They do this channel does reviews literally more consistently than I do, rather. They do them either, every day, every other day, or at least several times a week. Okay. So please subscribe to that channel, y'all, for daily or more frequent updates. Okay. So what you think, says, "Girl, neither one of my accounts want a new Ted." I know that's right. I know that's right. Rosa Armstead says they trying to say him and Nicole didn't get along, but it doesn't look like it, and it came out February 27th. Yeah, okay, gotcha. Yeah, I heard something about the character Daphne and Maurice. I mean the actor Daphne and Maurice, they weren't getting along, but I don't think so because he's posted them on their channels. He's big upped everybody on the cast, and he doesn't seem like, his personality seems like he's really down to earth. He's a really kind person. So I don't see why they wouldn't have gotten along. I don't really believe that either. Miss B says, "I don't care what his lips do. I want him in here doing." I know that's right, girl. Listen. Linda says, "Happy Saturday and have a great Mother's Day." Yes, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, all the mother adjacents, the aunties that are assistants to the motherhood, the friends, the godmothers, the sisters, the grandmothers, the everybody, all the mothers. Okay. Love it, love it, love it. Thank you so much for all that you do, all your contributions to rearing these children into society to become very, very honorable adults. Okay. So cheers to all of the mothers. All right. It is your time. It is your day. We celebrate you. We love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Rose Armstead says, "And Maurice got that lip twist. I like that." Yeah, that's what I was talking about. He do the little lip twist stuff. And I do, he gives the, like, he has so many unique twerks and twists with him. D says she subscribed. Good. I love it. Love it. Yes, please subscribe. It is an amazing channel, y'all. And they do great updates on this show consistently. Rose Armstead says, yeah, that's right. February 24th. I knew it was the end of February. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Charlene W says, happy Mother's Day. Yes, happy Mother's Day. Good afternoon, Shay Renee. Everyone, happy Mother's Day, ladies. Yes, happy Mother's Day, everybody. Hello, I heard he had a drinking problem. Ooh, who got a drinking problem? Maurice or Keith Robinson? Keith Robinson eyes a little yellow, so he might be the one, child. Oh, I mean, I'm just saying that's allegedly about it. Not really my opinion. But yeah, I don't know. I bet the new Ted can't wear a turtleneck. Now he can't wear a turtleneck, child. Maurice, oh, he the one with the drinking problem? Maybe that's why he be shimmying back and forth, huh? Allegedly. Child, I don't know. But that is a fine specimen of a man, okay? I don't know. I think the swaying and the lip perks and all that pokes, I think that is it may help him with nervousness on camera. I don't know. I don't know, but he really embodied this character for me. Faith is a substance says Maurice Johnson has a distinctive presence on screen that Keith Robinson would need to bring. Yeah, I agree. He has some really big shoes to fill for sure. For sure. Happy Mother's Day to all mothers in the chat. Yes, thank you. And please don't start those rumors. There's nothing out there about him having a drinking problem. No, please. Yeah, we're not going to do that. You are absolutely right. Faith is a substance. We don't know that for sure. I don't think that that's the problem. But like I said, he will. And thank you for saying that, because I don't want anybody to think that I agree with any of that. I don't. That's not my opinion. These are not the opinions of the Shay Renee Online channel. Okay. I don't agree with that. I do, however, anticipate him telling us what the reason is. Like I said, he has announced that he will, he told one of his, sorors or sorority sisters, right? Because he is in a fraternity, and he seems like I said, he seems like a very, very down to earth, well-spoken guy, very kind, very, very awesome. No, faith is a substance. I was just being funny. I said Keith Robinson's eyes are a little yellowish, but I don't think that he has a problem. Like, I was just being funny. So let's take that out. Let's make it very clear. I don't think that anybody has a drinking problem. I was just being funny. So like I said, I don't agree that anybody has a drinking problem. I was just being funny because everybody was like, they didn't want the new Ted. So I was being funny. So let's bring it back to a positive state. Okay. But I appreciate you giving your sharing your opinion and saying that, but that's not the truth. I don't agree with that any of them have any problems. Like I said, however, I do agree with, I love the fact that he's going to come out and actually tell us why he's leaving the show, right? And I anticipate seeing that. I'm excited to hear it. And I hope that it's because Maurice has some opportunities, because filming for a soap, you have to film a lot. So if he's doing movies, it probably, takes up a lot of his time filming for the soap and trying to do the movies as well. And Keith Robinson is a very, very good actor. I'm actually excited to see him on the show. While I'm sad that Maurice is leaving, they did pick a person that is actually a great actor. And that's where we're going to go with that. Faith is a substance says, yes, Miss J, we are talking about the show, but why relay the negative connotation about the actors? No, definitely not relaying that. Definitely not relaying any negative connotations at all. So yeah, let's, we all on the same page. But I appreciate your sharing your opinion. Miss J says, I'm out. We'll go back in the bushes and not say anything. Oh, we love you, Miss J. Share your opinions as we get along. Listen, this is an open platform. I know that there's going to be times that you all don't agree with me and some of the things that I say. And some people that may be fairly new to the channel may not get my wit and my personality. But once you stick around for long enough, you'll know my intention is never to hurt anybody, So, and that's okay. That's okay. Everybody is entitled to their opinions or whatever. Miss B says she was only joking, so let's let it go. Yeah, we're gonna let it go. So let's move on, y'all. So where we at? Where we at? We at? So Maurice said that he is going to get the apartment and the place for Miss Eva. Okay. So Eva, she's going to be sticking around. So let's talk about Eva and Tomas. Okay. Let's talk about Miss Eva and Tomas. Okay. So Kat said that she does not want Tomas talking to Eva at all. Okay. Kat said, listen, Tomas, I don't want to hear or see you speaking to that lady because she did so much. She did so much to hurt my family. You know, I don't want to see you talking to Eva. I know you've seen everything that's going on in the public eye where people have stuff to say about my family, because of all the what my father did. I'm trying to deal with this, and I hate the fact that I was right about what happened. I just knew it was something with this chick. I knew it was something with her. So at this point, I don't want you talking to her at all. Why do y'all think that Tomas is still talking to Eva? Let me know in the chat. Why do y'all think that Tomas is still holding on to this relationship with Eva? Because in my opinion, I'm going to just tell y'all what I think real quick before I see y'all thoughts. I think that Tomas wants to stay around Eva because, first and foremost, Kat is throwing around the cat, you know, verbally. She ain't giving it up physically. Okay. And I don't really like the way that Kat kind of, in my opinion, she is using her chastity belt, if you will, as something to draw him in. You know, I think Tomas is enamored by Kat and he likes her, but I think he really likes Eva. And I think that he has more of a physical attraction to Eva. Um, and I think that Kat throwing around her cat is just, you know, the like teasing him with her cat. I think he's tired of that. I think he's like, you know what, you're a little bit childish with that. Let me go over here to Eva, who seems like a grown ass woman. Okay. So Kat tells him she don't want him talking to her, but comes back to, she leaves to go handle some business. And come to find out, Tomas is sitting there talking to Eva and holding her hand and trying to understand what's going on. Okay. I just feel like this whole situation with Tomas and Eva is like, you know, you're sitting over here trying to get an emotion out of me that I don't really want to show in front of all these people. I've been embarrassed enough. But you're over here talking about it, and I really don't want to talk about it with you right now. Like, let's move on. And he's like, you can talk to me. Like, you know, and I'm just like, Tomas, why are you so pressed to get information out of Eva? Why are you talking to her after Kat just sat here and told you that she's uncomfortable with you talking to her? I think Tomas is like, listen, I want to get to know Eva. I want to see just how evil this bitch is because, you know, she probably more likely to lay it down with me. Okay, she more ready to lay it down, and get between, let me get between them skins. Cat over here playing. Cat over here playing with the cat. I'm trying to get me some cat. Okay. And yeah, Eva would be more likely to give it up. So Eva sits there bearing her soul to Tomas. Okay. And I don't know if Tomas was hoping that Eva would get emotional and Kat would come in and see how remorseful Eva was. But I don't really know what his end game or what his goal is of getting these girls together. You know, making them comfortable with each other or helping them get to know each other. Like, why does he need to be in that? Why does he need, like, I don't want him to be in the middle of that. Let me see what y'all talking about. Oh, reality with DVD is in the building. What's up? She says, hey y'all, hey girl, what's up? What's up? I don't think he's a good fit. Oh, you talking about the new Ted? Why you think that, friend? Tell me what you think. Rose Armstead says, your opinion matters, Miss J. And it does. Thank you, Rose, for saying that. And Shay Renee's a sweet lady. Oh, thank you, Rose. I really appreciate that. Yeah, y'all know I don't mean no harm, child. I don't mean no harm. I just be trying to engage with y'all. And y'all know I have a very jovial spirit. It's never serious. Listen, these people on these shows, this show is good, okay? And these actors and actresses are doing their thing, and I just want to talk about it. That's all. No negativity intended. Reality with DVD says, I like having a fairly unknown cast. Yeah, I like that too, because one, it creates opportunities for new people and some fresh blood out in the acting world, right? And I think that their acting skills are just going to get better and better as they get along, as they go along. He likes her. Yeah, I think he likes Eva too. I think he likes Eva too. D. Herfer says, because he ain't ish and Eva had a glow up. He's an opportunist like his boss Bill. Oh my gosh, yes. And we got to talk about Bill and Haley, child, because that little girl is getting on my nerves. Rose Armstead says, well, Cat Girl finna be in a rude awakening. I don't like Tomas. Yeah, Tomas is being a little shady. But I think Tomas is like, listen, Cat, you being childish. I need you to give it up. Okay. Give it up already. I just feel like with Cat, let me say this before I read Miss B's comment. Cat, if you're trying to get to know Tomas, right? Why keep on bringing up y'all getting down to the get down? If you want to get downtown Judy Brown, just let it happen naturally. Let's stop talking about it, because I don't like how she kind of serves it up to tease him with it, right? It's like, girl, is that the only thing you know how to talk about is the fact that you are a virgin and that you are waiting for the right person to give it up to? That that may be intriguing for a man in the beginning, but now all you're doing is setting up for yourself that once he gets it, he gonna be like, all right, the chase is done. I'm good. Because you don't, at this point, you're not gonna have any substance to him outside of him getting the cat. Okay. Miss B says Tomas likes Eva but needs Cat to rise in the ranks. It will be a Bill and Danny union all over again. Child, listen. Mm, mm, mm. Miss Vaughn says, I wonder what Cat is going to do now that Tomas is holding Eva's hand. Tomas is ready to hunch. Right. Exactly, Miss Vaughn. He is ready to get downtown. Okay. I want to go downtown. You can't stop till you find my love. He trying to get that booty. Trying to get to you and that booty. Child, there you go. He ready to ramble in the sheets. Exactly, Rose. He trying to get that poom poom. Okay. Faith is a substance says, I don't think Kat is a tease. She has the right to save herself for the right person. So that does not make her childish. It also shows that Tomas is a snake anyway. Yeah, and I agree. I agree with your opinion, but I do think that she's, in my opinion, I think she is teasing him, because my thing is, if I'm a virgin, and this is just me, um, I'm not going to constantly talk about the fact that I'm a virgin. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like she's using it too much to make that her appeal. I think that, talking about other things, like, what's important to her, what she likes to do, what interests her in him, that kind of thing. But I don't like how she keeps on throwing it out like, what if I give it up? When are you ready? Are you ready to do it? I want to do it on this night and this, that, and the third. And he just seems kind of uncomfortable at this point. That's just my 2 cents. Sweet P724 says, I'm late, but hey, Shanchai. Hey, friend. How you bees? Thank you so much for joining. Sweet P is also one of my members. Love her. Okay. Miss J says, to be clear, I did not leave because of Shay. I love Shay and her platform. Oh, I love you too, Miss J. Thank you so much for staying. D. Herfer says, I don't think he wants Cat's cat. Yeah, right, Miss D. Like I just said, every time Cat brings it up, he seems uncomfortable, because it's like at first he was like all about it, like, oh wow, you saved it this long, let me see what that's like. But then when she keeps on bringing it up in like uncomfortable ways, and he's looking at her like, all right, girl, like, I don't even want it now. Like, now you're getting on my nerves. I think he favors wanting to be with her because of her Dupree status. That's what I think. I think that, he kind of like Bill in that regard, where he's like, okay, I see what the Duprees have done for Bill. Maybe they can do the same thing for me. That's my thoughts on that. I totally agree. Faith is the substance. Yeah. See, everybody has different thoughts on the whole Cat situation. I guess Tomas sees Eva as more easy than Cat. That could be true too. I think that Eva gives off more sex appeal than Cat does, and more, um, to be honest, more willingness, right? And we don't know. Eva could be a virgin too, but she's just not talking about it. You know what I'm saying? So I just think it's just two different approaches with the women, and I think he is intrigued with Eva for some reason. I think that they laugh with each other. Um, Eva also is more aggressive than Kat. Kat is one that, she loves the chase. Eva is a little more aggressive. Now, I don't know. It's probably Eva was more aggressive with him in the beginning because she wanted to piss Kat off, but we never know. Yes, ma'am, Miss J. Rose says. Tomas likes Eva, but Kat will help him in elevating. Right. I agree, Purple Yoda Princess. I agree. I think that he likes Eva. I think they vibe better, right? But I think that Kat's ability to elevate his status definitely intrigues him for sure. For the record, I have a sense of humor as well, and I did not feel any kind of way about what was said. I was just expressing my opinion. It was not my intent to bring down the vibe. No, and you didn't. Faith is a substance. Thank you so much for sharing that. You didn't bring the vibe down. I just, I want to make it very clear that good, bad, or indifferent, I love the fact that you all feel comfortable enough to share what you're thinking. And I'm actually glad you said it, because you never know. Maybe somebody else in the chat was thinking that I was thinking the same way. So you opened the door for me to fully flush out the thought, right? So I appreciate you, and I thank you so much. I thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Rose Armstead says, I believe Eva never been with a dude either, but she will be easier than Cat Girl. Child, listen, we gonna see. We gonna see. All that, Miss B says, all that cake talk, girl. Cut the cake or hush. Right. Yes. Like, girl, are you going to get that? Was annoying me. I'm not even gonna lie to you, Miss B. That annoyed me. Like, girl, you keep on talking about all this stuff. Just, if you wanted to give it up for your birthday night or whatever, that's cool. But just give it up or no. Like, I don't know. It's too much. Ms. Vaughn says, have you noticed that everything Cat wears, everything Cat wears is short? She could be teasing. Then too, she might just like mini skirts and dresses. Yeah, that might, she gives me like a Hillary Banks vibe, And Hillary used to be like that, like the snobby rich girl wearing the cute little dresses. I think they may be mirroring Cat as like a Hillary Banks type. You know what I mean? So that may be what that's all about. I think that's just maybe a preference, right? Ms. Vaughn says, have you noticed? Yeah, Cat wears everything short. Yep. She does appear to be teasing, or she might just like mini dresses and skirts. Yeah, I agree. Now cut the cake, child. Cut the cake and give up the cakes, okay? Give it up if you're gonna give it up. Let's stop talking about it. All right. Let's stop talking about it. I'm glad she stopped wearing those dumb berets. Yeah, listen, that I really feel like it was an ode to Hillary Banks. I do, because remember Hillary used to wear the berets, y'all. She was like, Cat was like Hillary Banks, in my opinion. I think they were trying to imitate her for sure. But y'all, yeah, we have a lot to look forward to with Beyond the Gates. Let's talk about Bill and damn child. First of all, let's talk about Danny real fast. Real quick, let's talk about Miss Danny. Okay, Danny. Danny, let me talk to you real fast. Danny, why do you jump at the chance to get angry? You get real active and ignorant real fast. Now, I get it. That's your sister. And let me tell you something. I don't have any blood sisters. I do have my sister-in-laws. I have my friends that I consider as my sisters. And I'm a go hard for my sister, okay? But what I will not be doing is going over my ex-husband's house. Child, why we going up? Why you go over there? First of all, Ted, why did you go over there? Now, Ted went over there to Bill's house asking him, why you ain't tell me I had a kid? Bill had no idea that the girl kept the baby. Okay. Let's just be clear. So Bill is learning more and more tea after he done told Haley every damn thing. And she all in the business. Mind you, why are you telling Haley the Dupree's business? Then they done paid you off, probably had you sign NDAs and everything else. Why are you over there telling your big mouth wife what's going on in this family? She's very immature. So that's hence why when Danny came in, she was like, stay out of grown folks' conversations. Go on upstairs. Get on out of here now. You're here. Now, Haley hesitated to leave the room when Ted was there, but she quickly ran out of the room when Danny was there. She probably was reminiscing over times when she was a little girl at Danny's house and Danny was giving her that motherly attention, telling her, chastising her. So she's so used to that. I just don't understand with Bill and Haley, their little one-on-one conversations, how Haley is like, I don't want you dealing with the Duprees anymore, and this, that, and the third. You don't want to deal with the Duprees, yet you want all of the privileges. You want to be around them. You still want to be in the family. You going over to Orphe Jeans and sitting down with Derek and Ashley talking about how, I would have known about all of this stuff because usually we all would have been in a group chat together and we would have all been. Girl, go sit down somewhere. You think you are an idiot. And you over here having something to say about Leslie Dana and this whole situation with Ted. You are a fucking mistress too. Girl, you don't need to have no opinions about nothing that's going on at this point. I don't want to hear nothing that Haley has to say at all. At all. I just feel like she wants to be a part of the Dupree family so bad that you started humping on one of their husbands. She has very much so an identity crisis. You could have just remained friends with Danny's daughter, child. You could have just did that. Like, you could have been friends with Naomi, stuck by her side, and been in the family that way. But no, you had to steal her daddy. You had to steal her daddy. Why did I go to? I could have just pulled Naomi's picture up right here. You stole her daddy, Haley. Why you do that? Then you are mad every time you go to the country club and don't nobody want to serve you. Don't nobody want to be around you, right? You want to be so engrossed in these people's lives, but then you want everybody you want Bill to leave them alone. And the fact that Danny can just show up to Bill's house and walk in is crazy to me. It's absolutely insane. So Haley goes upstairs. Danny is telling Bill, I can't believe you did this and you're going to pay and you are you getting involved in my family. And Bill is loving every minute of it. Okay. Bill is loving every minute of it. I thought Bill was his hand was going to start shaking again because he got so upset. And I thought he was going to end up having a stroke in front of Danny. Now that would have been a thing. You know how he been having them little handshakes or whatever, like he gonna have a heart attack or a stroke in front of Naomi? I thought that was gonna happen in that scene because he had gotten so enraged. And then that would have been something for Danny and Haley to have to take him to the hospital, child. That would have been something. So we'll see because she's still over there talking crap. So actually Danny ended up leaving. So Bill is telling her how, listen, I didn't tell that man to cheat. I thought we handled it and that was that. So then Bill, after he has this whole thing going where I feel like he trying to air out Martin. So he says, you know what? It's the head of the Dupree gang that you need to be looking at. The Dupree clan, rather. You need to be going over there looking at your parents. Because Danny was like, are there any other secrets that you hiding for my family? So Danny ends up going over her parents' house. Cause she all giddy and she's like, I can't believe I love somebody like you. And Bill jumps at the chance at all times to embarrass Danny. He jumps at the chance to be like, well, I divorced you because I don't want you, type of stuff. And I'm like, Bill, are you just saying that because your child bride is upstairs? You wanted her to hear you dismissing Danny? Is that what it was? You just wanted her to feel like, oh, okay. I'm not really checking for Danny, and she over here talking shit, but I don't really want to hear what she got to say. I love my wife. You are so amazing. I'm like, Bill, you full of shit. Just like Haley. So moving on, Danny goes over, she ends up leaving and going over her parents' house or whatever because she's like, what the fuck going on? What are y'all up here doing? Why are y'all in the midst of all of this stuff? Why is Bill doing all of this shiesty stuff for our family? Actually, I want y'all to hear this conversation with Bill.
Fulfill a certain role. Now, if that offends you so much, then you need to go take it up with the ringmasters, the great Vernon and Anita Dupree.
They say when you have a child.
And this is Mr. If y'all heard that, he said you need to go take it up with them. Because they the ones that had me over here doing stuff for your family. So Mr. Vernon is over here trying to console Nicole because Nicole finally comes out of her hole and goes over to talk to her parents while Danny over here stirring up some shit. What are y'all thoughts on Danny going over to Bill's house? Why do you keep on putting yourself in negative energyville with Bill? I just want Danny to leave Bill alone. I want her to stop. I want her to let it go. I want her to begin healing because he doesn't want you. Honestly, that's another question I have for y'all. Do y'all think that Bill really is over Danny? I don't know. I think that he loves getting a rise out of her. But I don't think that Bill loves Danny anymore. I really don't. And I hate that for her. I really hate that for her. Let me get in the comments and see what y'all talking about. Must we talk Bill and Haley? He looks too much like her father and her husband. He needs a cash change. She needs a cash change. Yeah, I agree. The chemistry just isn't there for me with those two. It just isn't there. I don't like it. I don't like it. But I mean, listen, that's what it is, child. People out here in their late 40s and 50s dealing with 20-year-old women, but it only looks bad when a woman is doing, like if a woman is dating a younger man, then we look disgusting. But men can date younger women and it's okay. Listen, we can get into this whole Shannon Sharp thing another day, but now it's bad that Shannon was messing with a 19, 20-year-old girl. But when old WP men are messing with young women and marrying them, it's okay. Because how quickly we forget about Kimora Lee Simmons' daughter was messing with that old WP man in his 60s. Okay, and I don't want to go too far off the topic, y'all. In his 60s, taking her out on yachts, and she was talking about that's her boyfriend. That's sick. That's sick to me. There is nothing that a young woman can provide to an old ass man. Absolutely not. And Bill is over here talking about he gonna have children. First, he was like, you got with Haley because you didn't want to have children, and she was on the same page. You raised your kids, and this, that, and the third. Now you over here actively trying to have a baby with this girl. You should have known she was gonna want kids. She in her 20s. It's crazy to me. Crazy. Danny just opens the door and goes in Bill's house. So disrespectful. Yeah. She like, look, this is the house that I helped make for you. So Look, I'm gonna come over here whenever the fuck I feel like it. Okay. Haley is going to use that against Bill one day. Watch. I agree. I think Haley is diabolical. I do. Noting. Ms. Vaughn says June will probably be Haley's mama. I think so too. I think June is Haley's mama too. I think we talked about that a little bit earlier, but yeah, I definitely think that that's the case. Faith is the substance says, I'm so glad that they finally gave Naomi a makeover. Girl, I was tired of her being that only frumpy one in the family. Yeah, that wig was getting on my nerves, child. That really what was the curly one or whatever. I do like that they sprucing up Naomi's look. She's like giving that good lawyer look. Like and Naomi is a pretty girl, so yeah, I love that. I love that they're bringing that out. And not giving her these Tyler Perry wigs, child. Miss B says, "My God, Bill is fine." Yeah, Bill. What's his name? Timon something. I remember him from Queen Sugar. He is an attractive man. Rose Armstead says, I believe Bill still loves Danny. Watch when he finds out she's sleeping with Andre. Oh, Rose. I cannot wait. I can't wait till all of them find out. Because I want them to know that baby girl's over there getting that back blown out vigorously. Okay? Rigorously. Miss B says, D Herford, I agree. Haley looks a little too young with Bill. They can call me. She's gonna say that. Danny needs to stay out of their house. Bill don't want her, but he's attached to the family. I agree. Now they can call you Miss B. You are hilarious. I don't have a problem with her going to his about her sister. It's consistent with who her character is. Yeah, because listen, she ain't gonna shy away from the bullshit. Okay, she gonna get right in down and dirty. Miss Vaughn says Danny is still in love with Bill. Bill doesn't want Danny. He doesn't. He doesn't, and it really breaks my heart every time she goes over there. It's like she goes over there hoping and wishing and praying that he's going to give her some sort of an olive branch or wink at her in some way to show that he still loves her, and he doesn't. He loves playing with her emotions. And obviously, and Haley wasn't the first woman that he cheated on her with. She had been dealing with cheating over the course of their marriage and just letting it happen. I don't know. I think he's going through a midlife crisis. I think so too. Reality with DVD says he does still love Danny. You think so? I don't know, friend, but I guess we got to let it keep on playing out. D. Herford says Bill Belichick in his 70s with a 26-year-old girlfriend. Disgusting. Very, I knew you was going, listen, I knew it was some more men out here, child. I knew it. 70s with a disgust. That is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. But listen, they out here on top of the Shannon Sharps of the world. But ain't nobody saying nothing about these men. Rosa Armstead says Bill is going to butt up when he finds out about when he finds out about Danny Andre. I believe so. Yep. Looking clunky. Who looking clunky, girl? I hate that they're advertising within the show. What's that advertising? What within the show? I always get Timon Durrett mixed up with Anthony Dalton. Yes, you know what? Timon Durrett looks like an older Anthony Dalton to me. But they definitely look like they could be related. Good matchup. Yes. Who is June Leslie? Oh, June is so Dana Leslie, child. Dana, that's basically the crazy woman that Ted used to be sleeping with. But June is the homeless woman that Naomi is now helping with. That's what it is. Oh, Febreze. Yes. Okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, they always have. I think Febreze must be they must put money up for the show or something. Like they must be sponsoring something with the show because they always show Nicole spraying Febreze and then they show remember that they show Eva spraying some Febreze when she went back to the house. But Procter and Gamble sponsors the show. Oh, that makes sense. Febreze and Tide. Got it. Because they had that Tide in the scene with Martin. Makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. What about I know we're talking about this, but I want to zoom back just a little bit. What do y'all think about that scene with Eva and Nicole? What do y'all think about that scene with Eva and Nicole, where Nicole had, Eva had enough balls to go to Nicole and Ted's house to get her shit, child. I would have really had to speak to somebody to see if it was okay first. I really would have had to do that because you got a lot of balls to be going back in this house, honey. And Nicole sees her and she's like, "What the hell are you doing here?" I know she's like, "I can't wait till Lauren get better." And Eva is sad and upset and trying to explain herself. I don't think she tried to explain herself enough. I don't. But anyway, y'all, let's get back to let me know y'all thoughts on that in the comments. But yeah, Bill jumps at the chance to humiliate Danny. And I don't like it. I don't like it. Um but anyway, Bill decides that he going to call Smitty and have Smitty come over the house. So I believe that Bill is trying to figure out what exactly does Smitty know. So we're gonna listen to a little bit of this conversation with Bill and Smitty.
What's so urgent? Well, I heard that you're working as a journalist again, freelancing for the Washington Record, no less. Mm-hmm. And that matters to you because, well, I've always thought you were a talented reporter, Smitty. You know, that piece you did, uncovering the embezzlement at that tech corporation, should have won a Pulitzer. I just want to congratulate you on resuming your career and offer my assistance wherever you may need it. Are you?
Where does Smitty need your assistance? Bill, where does Smitty need your assistance? Smitty seems like a very straight and narrow type of guy, right? He seems to be the calm to Martin's consistent storm. I don't think there's really a lot that he could offer for Smitty. I think that Smitty is gonna be one of those. I mean, basically, Smitty's job is like TMZ, where you're paid to get down and dirty with the peoples in the public, right? So, with that being said, what can Smitty? It's like, do you need Smitty to be able to do something for you now that the family access has pretty much gone for you? They're not going to use you to do anything for them anymore. You want to be able to use Smitty and his media privileges? Let's keep listening. What are y'all thoughts? What do y'all think Bill wants?
Thinking that I need a legal consultant because the Record has staff for that. Yeah, of course. But one never knows when a friend or even an ex-friend might be useful. This town runs on favors, Smitty. And sometimes that's all it takes for a smart man to get ahead. So your urgent call was to offer me friendship, or rather an unspecified favor? Yeah, I think that we can be very useful to one another going forward, provided... yeah, okay, now we're getting to it. Provided that you remind your husband how important it is that we all remember that we're on the same team.
So Bill is basically threatening Martin through Smitty. So by him going and having Smitty go back and remind Martin of, his loyalty to Bill for what he did for him, now it makes Martin and Smitty have some strife in their relationship. And that's ignorant. That is very ignorant on Bill's part. If I was Martin, I would just let what I did come out. Because obviously with Bill holding this over your head forever, you're always going to be annoyed up about it. You know what I mean? You always going to be looking over your shoulder. And I think you're right. You're right, Ms. B. Bill was low-key letting Smitty know Martin got a secret. Absolutely. Absolutely. He's trying to bring Smitty in the midst of his BS. And Smitty is looking real confused. Like, what the fuck am I doing here? He was even about to walk out the damn door. Like, really? This what we doing? Let's keep listening.
And what team is that, Bill? Martin will understand. So you have nothing to say to me?
Smitty, if you know like I know, with your angry ass husband, you might not want to go, you might not want to dive deep into the midst of this BS. You might want to just let sitting ducks lie. and move on. So, y'all, let's zoom on down to the end of the episode. Nicole has her friend over. Child, what's homegirl's name? What's the Nicole's friend? This lady, what's her name, child? I forgot. The one that's cheating on her damn husband with the gambling man. But anyway, this lady comes over to Nicole's house. Okay. She goes, Vanessa. Thank you, Faith is a Substance. I appreciate you. So Vanessa goes over to Nicole's house. And Nicole says, leave the door open. I have some food being delivered. Hold on, y'all. I gotta sneeze a little bit. So Vanessa comes over. Sorry, y'all, my throat is dry. Excuse me. Vanessa comes over and to console her friend. Woo, child. That air bubble was painful. So Nicole tells her, she's like, I really just need some time to myself to deal with this stuff. Like, just leave me alone for right now. I appreciate you coming over to check on me, type of stuff. Oh, Miss Vaughn says Vanessa is going to be pregnant. Child, how old is Vanessa and Nicole? Are they? Well, you know what? They might be in their mid 40s because Martin. I know they ain't trying to make Martin in his 20s. I feel like Martin might be in his 30s, and I feel like if Nicole was a doctor when she met Ted, they had to have been in their 30s when they had Martin, right? So I feel like Martin may be in his mid 30s. So that means that Vanessa and Nicole, they probably should be in their late 40s, early, approaching 50s. Mm-hmm. I don't know, child. We'll see. But for her to be pregnant, she definitely gonna have one of them Janet Jackson type pregnancies. Well, more women are getting pregnant in their late 40s now, mid to late 40s. So I don't put it past her. So Vanessa leaves, and Nicole is like, leave the door open. Child. Ms. Vaughn says mid 40s. Okay, I can see that. Because they do have, you know what? Because Vanessa, they have kids in college. So yeah, I can see that. So Nicole, baby girl, I don't care how much you think this gated community is similar to Mayberry. Okay. There is absolutely no way that I would tell somebody to leave the door ajar for the delivery person. Is the house person there to get this food for you? As many people as y'all have working for y'all around that house, you couldn't have somebody. You were about to let anybody up in your house. You was about to let anybody up in your daggone house. And Vanessa, she left, and here comes Dana Leslie. Vanessa ain't see her coming in the house. She ain't had no delivery bag of food in her hand. I don't understand. I don't. Child, Miss Vaughn, I'm about to get you. Oh my God! Now she look older than Anita. I I am screaming. That's damn funny. Okay. I don't I don't know if she that old, but she do look like I ain't gonna lie, Nicole do look like she could be Anita's little sister. Okay. that that just made my damn that just made my damn day. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Oh my god. Ooh, child, I had to get that out. That is funny. But yeah. Um Nicole somebody Miss D says D Herfer says Vanessa may be younger than Nicole. I can see maybe that's the case because somebody else did. Miss B brought up the fact that Vanessa's kids are in college, so she could be at least 45. Yeah, and I think that they are not close to graduation either, so they are probably still teenagers. They could be like 19 or 20, right? So yeah. That's funny as hell. Is there somebody in my damn door? Okay, got my camera going off. But anyway, what do y'all think about homegirl walking in the door? Let's listen.
Inside the door, please. Thank you. Are you hungry? Sorry, I didn't think to bring anything. How did you get beyond the gate? I got the codes from Eva. I'll have them changed immediately. Now get the hell out of my house. I know you hate me, but I need you to hear me out. There's something you need to know.
What could this hoe possibly need to tell Nicole now? Like, what do you need? What do you need to tell her? You have a lot of balls to be bringing your ass. First of all, fire everybody that's at the gate. Fire everybody that's at the gate. Okay. Why are y'all allowing this woman still to come back here? As much money as these people probably paying for security back here. How the hell did this lady get here? Rose Armstead says, I think they're in their mid 50s and the children are at the beginning of their 30s. I think that could be true as well. And I think also Vanessa, but Vanessa don't look younger than they look like they about the same damn age, child, but you know. I digress. Everybody age differently, if you know what I mean. That was cringy. Yes, it was, Miss Vaughn. Absolutely cringy. The fact that you had enough balls to walk into this lady's house, that's crazy. Miss B says Leslie had the motorcycle outfit on, so Nicole better watch her. Child, that part, okay? That part. She probably trying to come in there and off Nicole, and you in her house. Anything could happen to her. I hope they got cameras in this house. And where's Mona? Mona, you ain't doing your job. You the house manager. Where are you at? Child. Faith is a substance says that's the thing. They need to be more realistic with the casting. You can tell that the actors playing the adult children are probably 1 to 2 years younger than the parent. Exactly. Faith is a substance. Yeah, because Martin, he don't look like he could be Nicole's son. You know what I mean? Like, or Ted's son. He looked like he one of Ted's friends. I don't know. That they did get the age gaps way off. Leslie is on a Eva smear campaign. Oh, yeah, that could be it. Cause she probably is like, you know what, Eva gonna try to weasel her way into this family. Which I'm like, isn't that what you wanted? You wanted Eva to be in the family so that you could weasel your way in. So why are you trying to fuck shit up for her? But that lets you know that that's how crazy she is. She losing the plight and the plan. To lie on Eva and say she ran that girl off the road. Yeah, I believe that's, you know what, that makes sense. But why you had to come to my house at nighttime to be telling me that? Girl, and why you had to come to my house? Get out of my house. You do all this sneaking and conniving stuff to get back kids for what? D. Herfer says to allow even. Oh yeah, you just said that. Leslie is bold to walk into Cole's house. Absolutely, insanely bold, insanely bold. Rose Armstead says, Miss B. That's why I say that's not her real daughter. Yeah, I agree, because if that's your daughter and you're willing to do all of this to hurt her, you're crazy. You're absolutely crazy. Martin acts childish, although he looks old as fuck. You on it today, Miss Vaughn. Martin, he definitely is childish, 1000%. Queen of Cups says, "Hey Shay and chat, what's up, Queen of Cups? How you bees? Thank you for being here." Montrez Jones says Ashley Miller said the actress that plays Samantha Martin's daughter is actually 30 years old. Yeah, and she look it too. Y'all can see she got like a little crow. Some of her I don't know if she tied, but she got little crow's feet. Mm-hmm. And she is 30 years old. She does give young. She does give younger, but she definitely doesn't look like she's 16 or whatever they trying to play her as. Martin don't match in the family of a child of Nicole. No, he doesn't. Because I would think that a child of Nicole's would be more emotionally, I don't know, centered. Sweet Pea 724 says, I think Leslie Dana Five Guys stole Avena. Eva. Not Five Guys stole Eva. I think she stole her too. I think so too. Samantha does look 30ish. Yeah, she does. She definitely don't look 16 to me. But yeah, y'all, what y'all think about the foolishness here? Let's look at this. Let's listen to this preview of what is to come. Okay.
But I need you to hear on Beyond the Gates. Look at you living the life with the parent that you chose. Don't give me another thought. Anything for you, Mr. Dupree. Except that. So you're admitting it.
Anything but for you, Mr. Dupree, except for that. That was where Anita put down a phone. What is he? What exactly is he asking her that she wouldn't be willing to do? Do you think that they're alluding to her going back and singing, reaching out to her old group mates, or I don't know? What do you think that was all about, y'all? What do y'all think that was all about?
You chose.
Let's go back.
Don't give me another thought.
And what do you think about this whole scene with Dana, Leslie, and Eva? I feel like Eva may have set this meeting up because she's trying to get back into her mother's good graces, right? And she's trying to reestablish a relationship with her. But now she the one looking like Hillary Banks in this outfit, child. She dressing like Cat all of a sudden, but I digress. Maybe Ted then gave her an American Express card. But yeah, why is Dana so angry? I hope that Eva holds her accountable to her bullshit. Because I love the fact that Eva, when they had their confrontation, that Eva was like, you are the reason why I hated my father. Because you lied to me all these years. So Eva needs to hold her mother accountable for sure.
What took you so long?
Okay, let's go back.
Except that. So you're admitting it. Eva ran Laura off the road. Do you want to tell me what's going on with you and Andre? What took you so long to wind up in my bed?
Child. Listen. I think the fact that Dana is rushing to Kat to tell her or lie about Eva and this whole situation with Lauren, it is baffling to me. It's baffling to me because now you're going to have people look further into it and then you're going to end up getting in trouble, ma'am. You snitching on yourself. And I believe when she did it, the night that it happened, Eva was actually at the house with the Duprees, with the Richardsons. So it's going to come out that that's a lie. If they, child, I know this is a soap, but if they actually look back to what happened, Eva was working with Nicole. And that's why Dana Leslie was able to go and do it. Child. Mm, 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 mm. D. Herfer says, you think it's about making up with the Supremes? Yeah, I think so too. I think so too. D. Herfer says, with Eva dressed head to toe in Chanel, honey. Yes. Listen, I think Dana is going to be pissed. She's going to be absolutely pissed off that now Eva is getting all the benefits and the financials that she wished she had. And my thing is, after 20 years, why didn't you just sue Ted for child support, Dana? That also lets me know that you you're not her mother. I don't think that this child belongs to Dana. That's what I think. Because if it was all a money grab and you really wanted to have this lifestyle and blah blah blah, I hope Eva brings that up. Like, why didn't you ask for child support? Why? Ms. B says, I think Leslie walked up on Eva at the diner. She's mad Eva had abandoned her plot. Well, I looked at so hold on, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all. There is a site. Once I find it, I'll let y'all know what it is. But there's a site where you can get spoiler alerts or whatever. And actually, Eva set this lunch up. She wanted to talk to her mother and, you know, get back in her good graces. And that's why they met up. So I just think that Dana is just a total B. I can't believe she's treating her child like that. Ms. Vaughn says Leslie will go against anyone, including her daughter. Absolutely. She's a sick individual. Mona hinted on her IG page that perhaps she was in on the whole thing with Leslie. What? Oh my God. I hope Mona wasn't in on that. You know what? That would make sense because the way Mona looked at Eva when she walked out of the party, and Mona wasn't outraged enough for me. She wasn't outraged enough for me when that whole situation happened. Child, more think pieces, okay? Montrez Jones says, I can't wait until they find out Leslie Dana was in the hospital. Yes, child, I can't wait either. I can't wait till Shanice, because she remembers people. And she gave a she took an ocular she gave that lady an ocular pat down, okay? Let's see. Rose Armstead says the guy plays Samantha's brother and is 30 in real life too. Damn. Wow. Well, he actually looks like he could be 16, 17. Why they ain't just give an opportunity to some 16, 17-year-olds? Well, I guess because, oh, that makes sense. Duh. Because they would be in school. So, you know, get some adults that can play young, you know, that can actually work because the scheduling for soaps is crazy. The filming schedule anyway. Rose Armstead says, I'm fine. All their real ages when I finish my hair. I'm going to find all their real ages when I finish my hair. I know that's right, friend. All right, y'all. So, yeah, y'all, listen. Beyond the Gates is giving all that needed to be given, okay? We are getting good scenes, good writing. I actually, I was on Twitter and somebody was kind of going back and forth with me talking about something they should get Tyler Perry to come and write on the show. I said they should absolutely not. Leave this show alone. It's good. We don't need nobody coming and fucking it up, okay? We don't need nobody like Tyler Perry coming to fuck it up. Tyler Perry has a new show coming out called Divorced Sisters. Now, you can't even fix sisters, okay? So we're gonna derail this a little bit to that. Sisters is messed up. Now you writing Divorced Sisters. Listen, as much as I love everything that Tyler Perry has done for the community, I loved his plays back in the day, all that. But his writing has become very unrealistic. Very unrealistic. Okay. So he is definitely not a person that needs to be coming and doing any, he don't even need to read this script. Okay. The most he can do is give it a view so we can go ahead and have this show picked up, rightfully so. Okay. CBS, you need to go ahead and green light this for the next 5-7 years. Okay. Because the show is good. Now, if Tyler Perry started becoming a writer, I can understand why y'all dragging y'all damn feet. Somebody was arguing back and forth um with me talking about something, and Tyler Perry did such a great job with the haves and the have-nots, this, I said, wait a damn minute. The haves and the have-nots, that show was terrible. They had the worst acting. Tika Sumter was probably the best thing that came out of that show. That's it, with her beautiful self. But that show was trash, and my mother loved that show. It wasn't for me. I couldn't watch it. It was too much. And they try to say that the haves and the have-nots was like a soap opera. And he tries to say that Sisters is like a soap opera, but it's not. Y'all don't, this show Beyond the Gates has moved forward with more storylines than Sisters has in the last 4-5 seasons. Like, we are still stuck on the same day for seasons worth on Sisters. Beyond the Gates has gone beyond the bullshit. It moves, the storylines are magnifique. We move forward in the storyline, and there's still more to come. Still more to come. So no, whoever, if you was on my Twitter page and you like ghost watching over here, I said it, and I said it with my chest. Tyler Perry need to leave this show alone. We don't want him over here fucking up our show. CBS, go ahead and put this on the docket, okay? Now with this divorced housewife, divorced sisters show, you got DeVal Ellis's wife, Kadeen Ellis, on here. I love this opportunity for her, but why do we have happily married women playing divorced? I don't know. Whatever. Then Latoya Luckett is on here. I don't know the other young ladies. Hold on, let me look on here just to make sure. Latoya Luckett is on here. And she just got married, if I'm not mistaken. So why do we have her play? Oh, Devon Franklin is on here too. Oh my God. I'm looking at the cast list, y'all. Ronrico Lee is on here. Child, of course, he on here. Robert Christopher Riley, Latoya Luckett, Devon Franklin, Portia Coleman, Donovan Christie Jr., Brianna Price, Jennifer Sears, Kadeen Indria. I don't know who that is. Is that Kadeen Ellis? I don't know. But anyway, y'all, those are the people that's going to be on there. I'm going to just leave it at this. Leave Tyler Perry off the list, okay? The most he could do is provide his studio. And I don't even want him to do that, because I don't even want him walking around to see what's going on and remotely try to stick his toe in this pond. No, ma'am. No, thank you. We're good. Okay. Anyway, what are y'all thoughts? D. Herfus? Absolutely not. Although I like TP, yes, and I love the things that he has done for the community. He has done some great work in the past. He does some great movies. But lately it has been very trash with his shows. I'm just very disappointed. And I think what the problem is, I don't like that he doesn't, he openly dismisses constructive criticism. Openly. He feels like he knows what he's doing, and there's nothing that any of us could possibly provide to make his shows better. And I'm like, we're the viewers, we're the ones watching it, but it is what it is. I don't like the arrogance of it all. Rosa Armstead says, no, thank you. Leave it alone. Yes, please. Rosa Armstead says, why do he have Latoya Luckett on there? She just got married. Right. Just got married. And Kadeen has been happily married for years. Ms. Vaughn says, I hope they renew the show. Well, also, I want to make it very clear real quick. This is not a reality TV show. It's a scripted show. It's a scripted series. So that's why. So it isn't really an actual depiction of their real lives, if that makes any sense. Ms. Vaughn says, I hope they renew the show. I absolutely do. I want Beyond the Gates to be out, like out there. Okay. They need this. D Herfer says, we need this show. D Herfer says, Benny was good. I loved him on Harlem. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He was an absolutely great actor. He's on child, when is the P Valley coming back? I want that show to come back. He good on there too. Rose Armstead says it takes soap opera 2 months to get the noise out. Period. I've been watching soaps 40 years. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I've watched soap operas for years too. I used to love me some The Bold and the Beautiful. I had stopped watching once I became like a teenager. But this show has really reignited my love for soaps for real. And I love the fact usually soap operas they take forever to get the plot lines out. I love that they are changing that with this show. I do, because you can get lost in a soap opera and get to the point where you're like, oh, I don't want to watch it. I'll pick it back up in a week or two when they finally move forward with the storyline, right? But this show, the way it keeps it interesting, it makes me want to watch it every day. Literally, y'all, every day. I hop on the Paramount app and I watch this show. I watch Beyond the Gates at 5:15 every day. You can't watch it at 5 o'clock. You have to watch it at 5:15 so that it comes up. And it's without I have Paramount without commercials. So I watch the show every day at 5:15 faithfully. If I'm going driving home in traffic, I'm watching Beyond the Gates, so listening to it, and then I'm gonna watch it again on screen when I get home. Okay, this is my guilty pleasure that I love that I've picked back up. It's very nostalgic. It makes me think about my late grandmother, my maternal grandmother, that is. And it makes me feel like she's here watching it with me, and we're enjoying ourselves, and I love it. Very nostalgic, and it even makes me feel. Sorry, y'all, I'm on my soapbox for just a second. It fills my heart with joy that it's actually in PG County. It's based in the DMV area, so yeah, I love this. I love this show. It brings a lot of warmth to my life. Montrez Jones says Tyler has a new movie that stars Taraji P. Henson, and it was shot in 4 days. Oh my God. See, and see, that's the shit I'm talking about. Yeah, Tyler Perry, yeah, don't even breathe on our show. Go over there and rush your productions. That's what you do. And the actors over there can remain scared to tell him that his movies are trash so that they can keep working. I just feel like because he pays them the money that they deserve, I want them to get money and actually get good production. They keep on adding stuff to their, repertoire, if you will, from Tyler Perry that doesn't add to the glimmer or the glamour of their skills. It doesn't. It's like he has them in these movies just to gain people to watch it. But when it doesn't matter who you put in the movie. If it's trash, I'm not watching it. And I love me some Taraji, but if the movie is trash, I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to promote it. I may watch it, but you're going to get one view from me and that's it. I don't know, child. Tyler don't need to touch the baby friend. Say it louder, okay? Tyler don't need to touch the gates. Mind you, I can see Sweet Pea saying this. Tyler don't need to touch the gates. Child, no. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Okay. Ms. Vaughn says, I have fun with everyone. I have fun with everyone. Got to take a nap before my shift. Happy Mother's Day, everyone. Thank you, Ms. Vaughn. And thank you so much for the fun and the liveliness and the humor that you brought to this head chat today. I love you, friend. Happy Mother's Day to you. And I love, love, love your input today. You had me in stitches. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. Rose Armstead says, Happy Mother's Day, Miss Vaughn. Yes, happy Mother's Day, everyone. Okay. Everybody. Miss Vaughn says, I have the Paramount app too. No commercials. Yes, I love it with no commercials, friend. Love it. Sweet P724 says, I ain't gonna say I watch it at work. Night shift. I know that's right. Listen, we got to have it's something great to get us through. It's definitely a time staller, right? Well, mover anyway, helps move it along. Rose Armstead says, I watch it every day too. Yes, I love it. Love, love, love it. D Herfer says 6888 was excellent. It was. You know what? Oh, you know what, D? I think that he kind of co-did that. He had, I need to watch that. I think he had an actually good writer on that. Who was the other? It was a woman that wrote that with him. Who wrote that with him? I hate no shade, but I think that's why it was good because of the other person that wrote it with him. Hold on, let me see. Written and produced. Um, it says him, but I think somebody else co-wrote that. With their new movie, The Six Triple A, Avant and writer, producer, and director Tyler Perry. Who was Avant? Somebody said that this was really their story. I don't know. I'm gonna look into it. Miss Vaughn says, me too. D. Herfer says, the Jazzman's Blues was also great, but no one talks about it. Yeah, that movie was actually good. Now, that was I will honestly say, I feel like that was the last movie that he actually, because it took him longer to write that movie. He had been working on that for years, mentally, right? Like writing that. It wasn't a rushed thought, and I think that that's why it came out good. Don't mistake me at all that I believe Tyler Perry is very talented. I think that he is extremely talented, but I think that he utilizes his talent. I don't like when he rushes things. You can't rush stuff. Some people can rush things and still bring out a good product. His products that are rushed, we can tell it was rushed. And the Jazzman Blues was not a rushed project, and we could see why. His talent is it exudes amazing, but when it's bad, it's really bad. Miss Vaughn gives us good kisses to sleep, okay, because she is taking her a nap, friend. Okay, I like Beauty in Black though. Really, I haven't watched that. I have to see it. Some people have said it was good. Sherelle Rhodes says, Happy Mother's Day, Shay and Mothers in the chat. Happy Mother's Day, Sherelle. Thank you. D. Herfer says, I think Kerry Washington co-produced. Well, there you go. There you go. I love that he gave her that opportunity, though. Kevin Heimel. I knew my friend was going to come through. Kevin Heimel co-wrote 6888. Yeah. That makes, listen, I'm glad somebody helped out. Because if he had wrote this by himself, I don't know. I don't know. But I need to watch it. I'm gonna watch it, so I can give a better opinion or more thought out opinion. Ms. B says he has a show, She the People, coming out, but I think someone else is writing it. It looks like it will be good. Okay, well that's probably why, because somebody else writing. Now, is this one of their Is this one of the shows or things? Because I know he had this deal with Netflix. Is this coming on Netflix, Miss B, or is this another BET show? Let me know. Because, child, I need to find me some more stuff to review. I'm going to let y'all in my business for a little bit, real fast. I have been kind of off my game with the YouTube content and stuff lately. Because your girl had to get a biopsy, y'all. I had to go to the doctor last week. I had been putting it off emotionally. I wasn't ready, but we'll get some results in 7 days. But I had to get a biopsy of my uterus and stuff, and so I'm just trying to make sure I am a-okay health wise. So my heart and my mind hasn't really been in content creating lately, to be honest. But I'm getting back into the swing of things and in my mindset. Hopefully I get some good news that will further push me back into positivity with this thing. But I've just been avoiding anything that will present any negativity, like when I was on vacation, I was able to relax, but then there was some stuff going on, child, my name being brought up, and that stuff doesn't move me, you know. Anything, I'm kind of like, if it ain't making me no ducats, then fuck it. You know what I mean? Um, so there's that. But praying everything's going to be okay. Your girl is going to be fine. And cancer ain't gonna live in this body, child. We are not making residence in this body. Okay. So I'll keep y'all posted on what the outcome is. I'm praying for, I'm accepting and claiming good results. But I just wanted to share with y'all, that's kind of why I've been it's been like for the last 2 months I kind of been really really off my game. I haven't, my heart hasn't been into it. I've been really I was scared. I have been quietly emotional. I'm turning 40. I just got a lot of, and 40 is not sad. It's just a lot of things in my life are changing. I've had a lot of stress at work. It's just so much. But I just want to thank y'all. I really thank y'all. Um, yes, Rose, and oh my God, very painful. Okay, absolutely painful. It hurts so bad, so bad. Okay, and I just want to share that with the ladies. Like, that shit hurt. I could not function for the rest of the day, and I have a high threshold of pain, but ooh, child, I don't wish that on nobody. Okay, so with all that being said, y'all, I thank y'all for everybody that has held on to their memberships despite my back and forthness. I love y'all. I truly appreciate your support. And that's what's really, really keeping me going, honestly. I truly appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I don't take your support for granted. But I just wanted to take this time to, let y'all know what's really going on with your girl and where my head has been at. But I think once I finally get these results, I'll be moved to go back into a more positive state of mind and get back to business as usual. So again, thank y'all for watching. Truly appreciate each and every one of you. Ms. B says positive vibes to you and your spirits, and these YouTube streets causing drama are to be ignored. We love you. Absolutely. Girl, I don't even give it a second thought, because I'm like, I got real shit going on in my life. This little shit right here, I ain't looking at that. I can't look at it at all. Can't give it a second thought. Thank you, Purple Yoda Princess. I appreciate you. Um, Miss Rose says you are going to be fine. Thank you. Thank you. I'm praying on it. I am praying on it. Happy Mother's Day to you too, Purple Yoda Princess. Yes. Happy Mother's Day to everybody in the chat. Yes, it hurts. I had to do it when I was going through my fertility journey. Yes, it is very painful, and they really need to find another way. Got to find another way. Because they probably heard me in another part of the hospital. I said, shit. I said, baby, no. Baby, no. You are healthy and fine. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm praying on it, y'all. I'm praying on it. Being this woman's body thing, they be trying to get us. They be coming up with some stuff. And I be like, get thee behind me, you devil. Okay. I'm doing the healthy practice things. I try to keep my life together, but the devil is always busy, honey. The devil is always busy, but he won't get me. He won't get me. But I appreciate all of your positive vibes, positive energy. We are going to move forward in positivity, right? And healthy living. All right. So thank y'all so much for all of your support. Thank y'all for watching this amazing show with me. And we will have another, I'll probably do panel style next time. Because then I can actually be on screen and engage with you all. But we'll do panel style next time. And I'll see y'all on possibly Sunday or Monday to talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta. All right, y'all. Again, happy Mother's Day to all the moms and the mom adjacents. Okay. We love you and you are needed. And we wouldn't be where we are without you all. Okay. Happy Mother's Day, everybody. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.